So now let's start to go over some of your striking combinations. Now, I'm going to give you a lot of tidbits in this one segment, so if you need to go back and review these will be really important. Now, the first thing is I'm going to start to hold the mitt pads. When I hold the mitt pads, this is like an art in itself. I'm still in my self-defense stance and my hands are up. What I don't ever want to do is put the pad in front of my face, because then she pops it and then there goes my nose. The other thing is, if she's a powerful striker, I'm going to meet her a little bit. So if she's punching in, I'm coming in to meet her. I'm not jamming her up where I'm like here and she can't do it, but I'm coming to meet her. That'll protect my shoulder. In addition, I don't really want to have my arm out here, because then again my shoulder can get injured. So I keep it in front of my chest, so I'm holding it in tight. Now, with Alex as the striker, Alex has been here for a little bit over a year now, so you can see the progression of her striking. It'll take a long time to really get really good at striking, but the transformation happens over time. So Miss Alex is becoming a really good striker, but it'll be nowhere the level she'll be in another year. So just remember that. What you want to make sure you do when you strike is you're going to make sure that the strike uses your legs, your core, and the rotation to strike your adversary. She never wants to just throw a cross just with her arm. It doesn't matter how big she is, she won't get the power. The way you get the power is by pushing off the ground, and then the momentum comes up the leg. So I'm pushing up. As I rotate, I keep my core tight. This is really important. And I roll my hip through. So if you can imagine the energy coming up, comes with a tight core. If my core is not tight, there's a weak link in there. So your strike actually won't be as effective. So if you're doing everything, but your core's not engaged, your strike's not going to be as good as it can be. So what happens is energy comes up, my hips start rotating, my core is tight, and my arm is just the vehicle I use to actually deliver the strike, okay? In addition, you want to make sure that you breathe out. So we make like a TS sound when she comes in. Some people think it's weird. It's definitely weird if you first start, but you get used to it. What that does is that keeps her core tight, but since she's breathing out, it also forces her to breathe back in, right? Because if she's just holding her breath, she's going to fatigue really quickly, okay? So just a quick tidbit, keep that core tight, rotate your body, and she wants to punch chin level. So when she's throwing her strikes from here, she's chin level. If she throws like a cross, but it's too low, that allows me to come over the top and hit her. If she wanted to throw a cross to my body, she'd have to kind of come down like this and then roll in, okay? So there's a lot of tidbits there. If you start to work with that, you're going to be really good. Now, let's go over our first combination, which is just a jab and a cross. So I'm holding the pad from Miss Alex. So she's going to step with her leg and then pop the jab. Okay? Then she's going to come with the cross. So she's going to roll her body over. So let's move back each time. So we've got 1, 2. Pop, pop. Good. We go back. 1, 2. Now you see I'm giving her a good target. Like I'm not, when she's punching, I'm not going like this, right? She has the target. Because what's happening now is her brain is making that motor pattern. It's understanding what it has to do with the body to hit my pad. Every time she successfully hits my pad, her body understands she did it correctly. When she misses, the body then understands she did it wrong. So your body's using, every time you do a combo, every time you do anything in life, you're getting that feedback system. And your body and brain are making adjustments. That's why repetition works. So we come in here, she has 1, 2. She's rolling it over, pop, pop, and going again. Okay, so now let's go the other side just so you can see. So I have a good stance, she's coming in here. Now see how she's punching through? So now you come see her in a year, she's wearing a green belt, and her strikes are going to be phenomenal.